guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be doing another face paint using very simple product, cream product, oil-based product, and also aqua products. Those that are they work with water, easy to find, easy to work, and we're going to be doing today a spider face. I had pop on some scleras, which are the completed and tie-eye lenses for the final look and also for the pictures, but I cannot handle it more than a few minutes, so I have to take them off. But you saw the final result with the sclera, and also you see in here without the sclera in case you don't have that type of lenses. So these are just spider with so many eyes. So let's get started. Well guys, this is a very easy makeup tutorial, even though you don't think so. We're gonna be giving a volume just using highlights and shadows, and you'll see how quickly and easy it is. I'm gonna start by creating the shapes that I'm gonna be doing. So these are kind of the mouth of the teeth area. I'm gonna be doing both, two on each of the side of the mouth, and then I'm gonna be doing different shapes of eyes between the eyebrows, around the nose, and the forehead, just mix different sizes. So we don't need to be perfect, just to know where they're going to be. Now I'm gonna be starting with the eye makeup. This, if you're a child or you're doing this to a children or to a man, you don't need to do this. I'm gonna be priming and then taking a brown shade in matte finish and apply it on the outer part of the eye in a kind of triangle shape. And what is rest on the brush, I'm gonna go ahead and go through the entire rest of the lid just to give a little wash of color. I'm gonna working on the blending on the outer part, and then I'm gonna be intensifying by adding a black matte shade on the outer part, doing exactly the same, but I'm gonna be creating a kind of a triangle shape by using a smaller brush and like a pencil brush, and creating a kind of an eyeliner type of looking shape, and do the same with the wash of product for the rest of the lid. Also, I'm going to be using a very fine brush to line the bottom lash line and connect it to the outer part of the eye. Blend the bottom part of the makeup just to make sure everything is smooth, and then I'm gonna be lining the upper and lower waterline with a black pencil to give a little more intensity. But I'm not gonna doing anything on the lashes today. I'm gonna be adding a concealer on the bottom part just to make sure that cleanness that I was talking about is really pure and polished, and I liked how it looked. So now I'm gonna be filling in all the shapes I created around with an aqua color, and this is by Kryolan and black. So I'm going to be adding the teeth, I'll fill in the teeth, and also the rest of the eyes. Now it's time to give the volume effect. I'm going to be taking a cream color, a product that can be blend, an oil-based product, and brown shade, and really fine tip brush, and start creating it's going to be like looking at the base of where these kind of teeth or horns of things that comes out from your face. So it's going to be kind of something circular around the shape or the base of these horns, but it's not going to be completely closed up, and either it's going to be around it. It's kind of in one of the sides, and that'll make much more looking like type of going through or going from your face out. And now to give a little more scary effect of these horns or teeth or whatever they are, they come in from the very high point of your face. I'm going to be using the same color and a blending brush and a line create on the base of the horns and blending upwards. That will create a very realistic effect of this is a volume and like bolted up something inside. And then I'm gonna be doing something similar to the eyes, but first I'm gonna be taking a cream color in black and polish the lines of the eyes. Then back to the brown and start creating a circle around it, leaving a little space between the black and this brown, and also not closing completely the circle, so we don't need that completely polished type of circle. So I'm gonna be adding that around all the eyes. For those eyes that are on the front of the face, you can go a little bit softer, or you must go with a little softer hand, and the ones that are on the outer part, you can go a little heavier on the shadowing, so just to create a little bit of dimension and different type of shading here and there. For the ones that I create on the forehead, I'm gonna be creating kind of a connection between them with the shading. First of all, I'm gonna be creating a kind of more wide open connection, and then I'm gonna close it up on the end of each of the eyes to make the eyes a little pop up to each other or individually instead of just 1-3 kind of thing. I don't know, well, just see it. Sometimes it's better just to look at what I'm doing, right? So I'm going to be blending a little bit everything together, and I'm going to be adding a little bit of brownish shade on the upper part of the forehead and also on the chin. Also, I'm going to be adding a little bit on the sides in some of the areas to give a little more kind of a working out type of dimensions. And also I'm going to be contouring the nose with it. And I'm going to be doing a very pointed, hairy eyebrows. Final touch is gonna be giving some highlights to all the areas to give that 3D effect. The final touch, I'm gonna be adding a little bit of white or cream, whatever you have in hand, on the upper part and one of the sides or the horns or the teeth, and then in two sides on the opposite side of each of the eyes to give that effect of very, very high volume 3D effect to the eyes. I'm gonna be doing, as I was telling you before, a little adding on some brownish areas here and there just to give a little more dimension and around the nose too. And the last thing, I'm gonna be popping up some sclera lenses. These lenses cover the entire eyeball. They're a little bit hard to wear, but they are amazing for the look. I'm gonna finish with the lips in a very dark burgundy shade, blending a little lighter shade on the central and black on the corners, and we're done.
Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this makeup tutorial. Well, you could see on the video the final result with the scleras and without the scleras, so that's a good option, so you know exactly how it will look with and without. The list of products that I used to create this look, as always, will be listed on the bar below next to some of other makeup tutorials for Halloween that you may find interested, or you wanna just maybe search for something that you wanna dress up for Halloween. If this is the first time you see me, if you're new to the channel, first of all, welcome. Here I had the link to subscribe to it. I'm gonna be uploading from Monday to Friday and 5 tutorials every week on October, just special for Halloween to give you a ton of options. And for the rest of the year, I upload 2 videos a week, so also it's a lot of options every month. So as always, thanks so much for spending some time with me, previous video and my social media. Be happy and see you next one. Ciao.